Hello, everybody. What I thought I would do today is walk you through a little bit of a color exploration. I did a little painting in my daily practice journal, and I love the color so much that I decided I would try to paint them in a bigger format. So I don't stretch my watercolor paper. Here I'm using 100% Archer's cold press watercolor paper, but I did find this technique which is really great for preparing your paper. You simply wet the back of the paper first, and then you can flip it over on a surface. Here I'm using a palette that I believe is meant for acrylic, but anyways, that's how I use it. And once you've wet the back and you place it on that surface, then it kind of sticks there and it doesn't move while you're painting. And it also allows for the paper to stay really, really flat, which is great when you're trying to do some pretty heavy wet on wet painting, which is what I'm doing here. So the colors that I'll be using in this project are deep blue, parchment, and Mother Earth from my favorite paint makers, Deep Light. And I'm gonna put on up the music and just pop in at different times when there's something interesting to add. So yeah, please enjoy this process video. So here I started noticing that some of my lines were starting to get hard. And so one of the ways that I really enjoy keeping the different areas of watercolor soft is using a spray bottle. So that's what I did there. Sometimes it does put extra water on the paper, but that's easily dabbed off. And so you'll see me using that technique a couple of times in this painting to make sure that I keep everything soft and connected. Okay, so I'm pleased how that looks. That's for the wet on wet technique that's pretty heavy. And now what I'm going to do is a second project. I'm using the same paper, 100% watercolor from Arches that is cold press. But this time I am using a technique where I have heavily wet the center of the page and have left the edges somewhat dry. And that allows for different effects to happen on the paper. And so you will see me working with the same techniques as the previous painting, but using less water overall, just keeping the center of the page mostly wet on wet. sometimes it is helpful to flip your painting upside down. And so that's why I do not tape my paintings to my table. I like the flexibility of being able to lift a painting, turn it upside down, let the water drip. So that's an important thing for my practice, which is why I was excited to find both of these methods working for that type of work. So at this point, the painting started to come together, but it still looks a little plain. So I'm adding some visual interest in the bottom part of the painting and trying to create a sort of waterfall effect just to add, again, more visual interest. But I'm pretty much done with this painting. And so I'm going to move on to a third painting. This time I am doing the painting on hot press paper from the company called Fluid 100. It is 100% cotton paper, but you'll see that the water behaves very differently. And originally I had planned to make this painting just like a one-stroke painting on every part and just start with the sky, then go with the middle and finish it with the bottom, but you'll quickly see that I was not able to keep myself with that structure. I also added just a touch of cherry blossom pink at the top just to add more visual interest. But one of the things I have found with hot press paper is that if you go over an area a few times, then what you will see is some texture coming off from the paper because it is made more for fine type of layering, transparent type painting, not so much heavy wet on wet. But in this case, I think it worked really well to saturate the bottom part of the painting with a lot of water and let that work with the hot press paper to create additional texture on what ended up looking like black sand to me. So yes, again, enjoy the last process piece of this video, and I'll show you all 3 completed paintings at the end. Here we go. 3 beautiful colors from Deep Deep Light. 3 different paintings with a little bit of a variation on technique. So I hope you enjoyed this process video. Please feel free to subscribe if you are interested in seeing more. And I hope this prompts you to create your own paintings today. Thanks so much for stopping by. See you later.